PIQ is not merely a biodata, right? Unlike candidates thinks about it. So each and every word which you write in PIQ, first of all, we will gauge this. The questions are there. There will be a particular format, right? Say, I'll just quote an example. In one of the thing is written as write in capital, okay, as per your matriculation certificate or name.
Yes, sir.
So you are supposed to write in capital, right? And then it will be the place you belong maximum or the maximum time you spend in one particular place. So they'll say place, comma, district, comma, state, and bracket may with approximate population. So you are supposed to reply in the exact format.
Yes.
Why it is important? Because it shows your, first of all, you are having a adequate grasp. You can understand the question which is being asked.
Yes, sir.
And the relevant manner you are actually responding. So that shows your sense of responsibility also. Right?
Yes.
And whatever you are writing, your academic qualifications, your extracurricular activities, we are giving a lot of weightage and understanding to that. Right?
Yes, sir.
In psychological testing, when I do your assessment, so I will use your PIQ as a corroborative evidence to me. Right?
Okay.
Sometimes it might happen that you are a person who likes to talk more or projecting more about your efficiency or your competency. So I will be having a kind of a question mark. So I will satisfy my understanding as per your personality goes from a PIQ. A person who has been exposed or who has been doing things like that, he might be escalating his expectations to maybe by one more level or another level. So that kind of understanding I'll be gathering for PIQ. For example, a person who talks about a teamwork, right?
Yes, sir.
So in story, a pattern is there. Yes, I give him a benefit doubt. He understands teamwork very well. But actually, there could be a possibility that a person is giving a synthetic responses. So that responses I will be getting understanding from various manners. Like initial stories, he'll be building a story on teamwork, but later on, what is happening is the moment he introduced the team, thereafter he forgets the team and he still talks about he.
Okay.
So he starts the story with he, introducing his character, brings the team members. Okay. Then thereafter the work is over. Then he talks about he. Right. So he fails to give the credit to team members. Now it is actually that he was not believing in teamwork. He was just trying to project. The reason could be anything. The reason could be he must have got trained by SSB, some of the academy, and he started believing in the mechanical way. He let me project like that. Okay. And moreover, I'll get another finding from your PIQ. If you happen to be a team member, then you must be believing it, right? Since beginning only, you should be playing some team events, for example.
Right.
When you are writing about sports activities you participated, if you're just talking about badminton, okay, table tennis, something like that. So they are the individual games, right? So that means you don't you're looking for your self recognition because you are more strongly believing on your individual as an individual. You should be recognized. That is why probably you are not participating in the team events, football, cricket. So those are the things which I'll get idea. Okay. So if you are a team member, you believe in that naturally. So you should have been played those kind of games, right? So these kind of ideas. And other than that, a student when he's studying in school or colleges, so if he's not done extracurricular activities, anybody for that matter, he will be doing things which is being imposed as an academic requirement.
Yes.
That will not make him great. Even if you're fetching good marks, academic marks, percentage and all, it will not make you great. What will make you great is within that time, what extra you are done without, it was a voluntary thing. You volunteered, initiated on your own. You participated in some extracurricular activity, maybe as small as, being helping the school authorities or the college authority in organizing something. Okay. Doing some kind of work, engaging yourself in the social work. Okay, as simple as that, you started doing the blood donation, right? You were participating in that. So those extracurricular activities, which you have participated since your childhood or maybe from your school level or the college level, and you believe in them, so that will create a difference for you, right? Now I'll understand, yes, actually you believe in giving back to the society, you're concerned, you are empathetic towards the requirement of society. So it gives you a kind of a trait that was required for becoming a defense officer. It's about a military leadership. No, you are supposed to look after your people, men around you. And moreover, the extracurricular activities or the sports, if you believe that is required to keep you physically fit, then you must be continuing some of them till now also. If you're employed as an employee, you should have, because you're deeply connected with the cause, the reason. So that you are still continuing. So till date, you are writing some of the activities, it goes in favor of you, right? So I would be critically analyzing those things कि ये जो लिख रहा है ये वाकई में ऐसा इंसान है क्या? क्योंकि the PIQ you are filling up when you are in the happiest moment of your life. A little while ago you are declared with the result phase 1. You are screened in. You are so happy, and then this sheet will come. Okay. So you are supposed to be little bit of, most of the people will write in a happy mood. So they'll reveal actual things. So that is how it gets corroborated. Even for the interviewing officer and at the time of conference, it serves you a very big purpose. So whatever you are writing in your PIQ, right? Like I am assessing you on the basis of PIQ, it becomes a corroborative evidence for me. I will not be looking for that those claims in forms of certificates and all. I have participated in games. It was at a casual level. गली में या स्कूल टाइम के बाद में मोहल्ले के लोगों के बच्चों के साथ में या कैजुअली खेलता था. तो nothing will stop me in writing that. Though I don't have a credit in terms of a certificate to show across, but still nobody can stop me in writing that because I know the game, right?
Right, sir.
So that is a confidence I'm carrying along. It is not that certificate you're holding, then only you can claim. It's not like that. So if candidates can, give importance to whatever they did during school time. So there's a column there in the academics column, what extraordinarily you've done that in the remarks column. So you're supposed you can write that. Even it will help you when your marks are falling. So from 10th standard to 12th standard, marks are reducing, right? So marks say somebody has got reduced marks. So the question which will come in the assessor's mind is, most likely what happens in the 12th classes, people are getting distracted. Absolutely. So what level the distraction was there? Okay. So I would be investigating that. If he gives me a food for thought in the beginning itself, he writes with a star mark, and then I participate in so many activities. I used to attend camps, maybe sports camps, or for that matter, scout guides, whatever camping is done.
Right.
So obviously they are the sponsored activities in a school. So if you are involved voluntarily, you are doing something extraordinary, which is actually a sponsored activity, it is but obvious in balancing out those two activities, your marks must have got dropped. So I'll not put a big question mark then, right? So everybody has got reason, that reason should be acknowledged, and you should be confident in speaking about them during your interview. So it's fine to write all these things, right?
Right.
So the more you write, the more likely it will convey that yes, you are an extraordinary person. You believe in extraordinary things. It is not that whatever task has been mandated to you, just doing that. Anybody will do that. So what differently you have done that? How much initiative you have taken by yourself? So that will create a difference. That shows that you are actually concerned about the society. Concern, you are having empathy towards others. Okay, you are a balanced person.
Right.
At the end of the day, you are supposed to work for the society,
Right.
So prima facie, you feel that you are getting employed, you're running a house, or you're getting what the basic requirements of life. But at the end of the day, your company also is surviving because they are making some products which are beneficial to the society, right? So at the end of the day, your contribution directly or indirectly goes to the society. So might as well, we are actually bothered about those people who are feeling this teamwork by heart. Okay, they are not looking after self-centeredness. So this is what is the country, the honor and the safety of the country comes first always and every time. Then it is the welfare and the interest of people which I will be having will come. My own personal interest will come last always and every time. So actually, I need not to bother about them. My thing will be taken care of.
Yes, sir.
If there's a situation like I'm going for employment and I'm talking about my employment, it will not make a big difference. But if I talk about creating employment opportunity for others, then automatically my employment will be taken care of. So we should pitch up our targets. So in the conference also, Sheetal, believe you me, this PIQ will hold a very great relevance, and it will be a last thing which will be dictating whether you should be recommended or not. There are n number of times what happens is when we started this, say somebody has made it to the conference, so 240 marks and above he has got, right, total. So he comes in the conference. No, a person assessor, it might be a case that he was recommended by all three of the assessors. Right? So minimum marks is 90 into 3 270 marks ho gaya uska, hai na? So 270 marks ho gaya. So now if I am holding some streak, I will still be discussed. 99% he will not be discussed, and he will be recommended, right? But what about those cases? These are very less cases, all three techniques clear, and they are only figuring out most of the time in the merit list. So one should aim to clear all the three techniques. They are very important.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
मनसा वाचा कर्मणा जो हम जानते हैं. Conscious part is relates to your interview, and subconscious part relates to your group testing, unconscious part relates to your psychological testing.
Right.
Now there could be so many times it happens that you are not recommended by one or two assessors. Still you make it 240 marks. So then your PIQ will be read out loudly. Okay. Suppose as a psychologist, I recommended you. The GTO is not recommended you. The interviewing officer is not recommended you. Right? So now what will happen is I will be doing your advocacy. You are absolutely clear from the unconscious part of the mind. So I will be very confident in speaking in favor of you. Right? So it will be a very constructive discussion which will take place. Unless and until interviewing officer has found something very unique and very, it's very strong point which should prohibit you, then you should not be recommended unless and until, and that is on the rarest of rare cases. Similarly, GTO, found you very irresponsible. Still, he'll be having much of respect to my technique because I am looking for your unconscious. So if you believe naturally on something and I have not found anything to do with your sense of responsibility, I can always relate back to your PIQ which was read out. Okay. And the GTO who is not holding your PIQ, he does not know anything about you. He is also hearing the PIQ for the first time there. Right. So what all extra thing you are writing in the PIQ, what all extracurricular activities or you done work for the society, that is going to be in your favor. Because then I can always relate that he has been that kind of a person who has been doing all these things from his childhood, right? So that gives me assurance and a confidence, and at the same time gives a confidence to the GTO also, who is ready to go along thereafter for your recommendation upon my advocacy. So that is how your PIQ is very important during your conference also.